Hey, if you're new here, my name is Dani Christine. I am a multi-site childcare business owner, consultant, and a digital content creator on childcaresites.com, where you can find resources for childcare professionals such as yourself, including tickets to my very first conference. If you haven't already heard the news, in the last video that I posted, I did announce that I'm hosting my very own virtual conference experience for childcare professionals called Childcare Conference on Demand. Tickets are currently on sale as of today, and if you purchase before February 20th, 2022, on that day or before, you can get 30% off of your ticket price, and especially if you purchase today, you could get a very special additional gift just for being my Valentine. And with that, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for clicking on this video on Valentine's Day in 2022. If that's when you're watching, I hope you had a great Valentine's weekend / Super Bowl weekend. Not sure how that went for most of y'all in your households, but if you had a great time, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you did and if you did anything special. Please make sure that you stay tuned to the end of this video because I have a very special offer that I do not want you to miss out on. You might notice that there's a lot of things going on my desk right now. Particularly, I have my laptop set up here, and please forgive me if you see me looking at either of these computer screens, but the reason that I have this laptop set up here, I'll just be extremely transparent with you. It's for a test. Honestly, this whole video is for a test of something that I was trying to figure out for the past couple of days. To be honest, it took me a few days to figure out how to do this, and I thought that, while I'm sitting here testing my audio, my camera, my computer, my now new monitor, let me share that story with you and just give you some insight as to what I'm doing, why, and how it could potentially relate to you. Side note, if you're following me on Instagram, you probably already heard snippets of what I'm about to say. And if you're not following me on Instagram, are we even friends? You can follow me on Instagram at Dani Christine Consulting. Head on over there, give me a follow, and leave a comment letting me know that you found me from this video. Okay, so the reason that I have an extra computer screen in front of me right now is because over the weekend I was doing a lot of research into how to create the best virtual event possible. Whenever I have a new project to focus on or a new responsibility or just anything that I'm interested in, I definitely do a lot of research to make sure that I 100% give my all. As much as I could possibly give, I want to give that. And over the weekend, I was doing a lot of research into the best ways to host a virtual conference, the best platforms to use, the best sorts of games or things to do to keep the audience engaged, things like that. I was trying to do my best, and I know I have the best speakers, and I'll get to that in a second. The speakers are the best in the industry, but just creating the best virtual experience that you guys will walk away from ready to come back for more, because again, it is a series. There will be multiple conferences with multiple different speakers, and I wanted to make sure that you got your money's worth and that you are happy, satisfied with your purchase. So a problem that I have with every video that I've created since I've moved into this specific apartment that I'm living in now, since my background has looked like this, an issue that I've been having is that my camera is so far away. And you might already feel that, because in all of my older videos on my channel, I'm usually like this. with my camera. But because of the way that I've positioned my desk in this office and the way that I want you guys to see my background, like the camera has to be pretty far away. So even though there is, I think it's called a viewfinder, like basically I'll show you what I'm looking at. How about that? So this is what I see when I'm filming, and as you can see, it is pretty far away. Like, it's pretty far. Can you see yourself all the way over there? Probably not. So in order to solve that problem, I realized that many YouTubers that actually like invest a lot into the production of their videos have a monitor that they put, you know, in front of their camera or in front of them, attached to their camera, so they can see a closer up view of what they look like when they're filming their videos. Okay, with that in mind, over the past couple days, I was looking into like how much those types of monitors cost, where I can get them, how to set it up, and things like that. So I found a monitor that I was ready to purchase because I felt like I needed this. Like I needed this monitor to make my videos better, to make this conference the best that it could be, so I could see myself when I'm hosting, and I was getting ready to purchase. And something told me to make sure that I just take an extra step of doing my due diligence to see if there was any other way that I would not have had to spend hundreds of dollars on this monitor that I'm literally only going to use for a few minutes each week. So I went on YouTube because I trust that you watching this video, when you have questions about childcare or need some insight into how to get started, like you're watching this video because you found me on YouTube, right? So I went on YouTube, typed my question in. I probably typed something in like, how do I see myself when I'm recording, or something silly like that. But the way that doing your Googles works is that Google knows what you're looking for. So one of the first few videos I found was a young woman explaining exactly how you could use your laptop as a monitor. And I did not know that you could do that. She took like a hot 6 minutes just explaining how you can use your laptop as a video camera monitor. And I was so grateful for that, because within about 5 minutes, I was able to figure it out. And right now, that is why this laptop is sitting here. And you're probably thinking that there was no need to explain this. What does this have to do with childcare? To be honest, it doesn't have much to do with childcare specifically, but the act of me doing the research to figure it out, to find somebody that has the experience that I'm looking for, has a lot to do with you and this conference that I'm promoting. So I say all of that to say that without that person's video, I would have spent several hundreds of dollars, probably regretfully, in a few weeks, because I'm even like, once this conference ends, I probably will not use that monitor. It would probably have been too much to set up, or just too bulky, or in the way. Where was I going to put it anyway, you know? But finding this video from this girl who probably herself bought monitors, or realized that like it wasn't going to work for her, and she took the extra time and probably made the mistakes, and shared what she knew that was so simple for someone like me to find. That is exactly what I do here on this YouTube channel. Over the years, since I have had experiences of operating a home daycare, moving my home daycare to a next house, starting up one center, expanding into 2, expanding into 3, going through financial issues, management issues, and just a lot of issues over the years, I have learned that there's a lot of mistakes that could be avoided, and that's part of the reason why you see me here on this YouTube channel as often as you do, or maybe not as often as you do as of recently. But I do try to make sure that I take note of all the experiences that I do have that I want to pass along to you to make sure that you don't make those same mistakes. But the thing is, here on this channel, it is just me. I am one person. Once in a while, a couple times a year, maybe you'll have a quick session with a webinar co-host or someone leading a workshop or something like that, that I might throw that video up here on my channel. But in general, most of the time, it is just me. And while I know that I have the experience and, a lot of information that I can give you, I know that other people like me have other experiences. People that do what I do and kind of do something similar or just a little bit different. And that is exactly how Childcare Conference on Demand was born. I wanted to gather all of my childcare industry leader friends that I have met over the past couple of years and make sure that they have the opportunity to pass information along to you that I know you might not have gotten otherwise. And thankfully, they so graciously accepted my invitation to participate in Childcare Conference on Demand and bring you the information that they know that you need as it relates to the theme of the conference. And as I mentioned in my last video, and I'll remind you right here again, it is a series of conferences. So this first conference event that's happening on March 5th, 2022 is a pre-recorded virtual event. So even if you are unable to make it live at 10 a.m. Eastern on March 5th, as long as you have a ticket, you can watch the video replay up to 48 hours after the event ends. And the theme for March 5th's conference event is 10 tips for startup success. So if you are someone that is looking to start up your childcare business, whether that's in a home or a center, or if you are looking to expand your childcare business from one location to two, or maybe you're looking to grow from a home daycare to a center-based location, this conference is definitely for you. And because this conference is all about startup and expansion and things like that of different modalities, I've invited speakers that are well experienced in the industry of different modalities. So not only do we have multi-center owners like myself, we have a 24-hour childcare program provider, we have a home daycare provider, we have a large center-based provider, we have a small center-based provider, we have a former corporate childcare center director who now coaches other directors, we have a curriculum expert, we also have an accountant that specializes in daycare business operations and taxes and finances. I just recorded her session yesterday and I was taking notes as I was recording it. It is so filled with information that is just so good. There is so much that you can get from attending this conference. And for those of you that are wondering, how is this going to work? Like, how is it exactly on March 5th at 10 a.m., but it's also pre-recorded videos? I'll tell you, it is going to be a live stream of all the pre-recorded conference sessions collectively together. We all will gather in one virtual space to watch these pre-recorded conference sessions together. Our guest speakers will be participating in viewing the live stream of the conference. So if you have questions about their session as it is playing, you will be able to put in the chat box what your questions are and get answers directly from them as you are watching it live. And on top of that, so that you don't have to scramble and take notes, you will be able to get the video replay of the conference in total sent to you right after it ends, and you'll have access to it for 48 hours, which is amazing. You can focus on paying attention and actively engaging in the conference while it is live streaming, and then rewatch it later and take whatever notes you might have. You'll also get the slide decks and any handouts that the guest speakers provide for their attendees. So I am so excited that you will be able to get all of these decades and decades of collective experience and knowledge and mistakes that you don't have to make in this one space. And you could save yourself hundreds of thousands, or even potentially millions of dollars in startup mistakes that you don't have to worry about making, because we've already made the mistakes for you. So while I am here, let me tell you about a few of our guest speakers. If you've already looked at our conference website, you'll see that I haven't exactly released all the speakers just yet, because I wanted to leave you with some surprises as we got closer to the conference date. So I've been slowly dripping out who the speakers are going to be one by one over the past couple days. So this is what our conference website looks like right now. You'll see the guest speakers that we have announced already, and I am so excited to have each of these speakers here. And if you want to learn more information about them, then definitely follow me on Instagram at Dani Christine Consulting, or join my group on Facebook called Childcare Clubhouse, because I will be releasing their bios on there, so you can read up on who they are, where they're located, and what they have experience and an expertise in, so that you can decide if you would really enjoy their session. And I'm sure that you will, regardless of where you are in your startup or expansion phase and whatever modality you are in. So tying it back to the computer monitor, how I started, that experience that I had over the weekend of trying to figure out the best way to view myself while recording videos to make sure you guys got the best quality possible really just reminded me of what I wish I had at the time that I was starting my childcare business, and what you don't have to worry about wishing you had, because you have it. You have access right here, right now. Go to childcaresites.com/conference to grab your tickets today. And if you do grab them today on February 14th, Valentine's Day 2022, as a special thank you, as a special Valentine's Day gift, you will get access to my 2-hour parent policies workshop video replay as well. So you'll get a 30% off deal on the Childcare Conference on Demand ticket, and then you will also get for free the Parent Policies workshop that I hosted a couple months ago. So grab your ticket right now, because this offer does expire at midnight on February 15th, 2022, Eastern Standard Time. And once you have your ticket, I will definitely send over the Parent Policies replay for you to watch as well. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below, or you can head on over to childcaresites.com/conference to ask your question in the contact form on that website. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.